Hi everyone, it is Tuesday the 2nd of June, and today we are also lifting some restrictions in the school, opening up some playgrounds, and we're here with the student leaders from the school. We've got our school captains, vice captains and our Indigenous leaders, which is important because we're still working through our Reconciliation Week. Some good news from overnight, and that is that there were no new cases again, and we are down to just 5 active cases in Queensland, which means that some of the restrictions are being lifted. One of those restrictions is now we can go to cafes and restaurants, and they can have up to 20 people, customers at any one time. We're free to move around the state, so hopefully we can support some of our small businesses and tourist operators around the state who've been doing it tough over the past few months. So coming up to the school holidays, maybe we can do a bit of a trip or a road trip and visit some of our beautiful places across Queensland and support some of the businesses in our state, and also celebrate the fact that we've done so well in flattening the curve and actually reducing it to a point where we've got so few cases across the state. So congratulations to everyone for achieving that. One of the things about going to restaurants and bars and cafes and that at the moment, it is still does test your patience. I went to one yesterday and I had to sign a register, had to wait, had to go to a table, had to let them know which table when I left so that they could, one is to hygienically cleanse the area to make sure that there was no possibility or reducing the possibility of any contagion. But the other thing too is also for contact tracing, just in case somebody or a case comes up of COVID-19 or coronavirus, there needs to be a process by which we can identify the source and the people who've come into contact with it. So please be patient when you're visiting bars and restaurants and cafes, because it's not just walk in and just go where you feel like it. They actually have plans in place which have to be approved by the police as well for them to open. So look, can we just keep the patience, keep respect, and make sure that we are appreciative of the opportunities that we are getting to move around a bit more. On the celebrating on the school front, we have quite a few award winners today that is up on our Facebook page. They're from the Go-To Challenge, which is our arts program that we are running at school, and this one's theme was making an art project from nature, and we had some fantastic entries, and I know the students were very excited when they were told which ones won the prizes today. But it wasn't just students winning awards, we also drew out the winners of our home learning experience, and that was that we selected randomly from a draw everyone who returned some work during their home learning period. We put all those families' names into a draw, and one family from each year level won a $50 gift voucher at Morayfield Shopping Centre to spend at any shop within that centre. So congratulations to those families, and that was just our way of showing our appreciation for the work that parents and families did in supporting students with their home learning through that was sometimes a difficult period. So appreciate not just those who we've given the vouchers to, but it's an acknowledgement for all our families in our Tallawong State School community for the work they did in that period. And further to that, over the next few weeks, we're hoping that we can continue our ongoing communication with you as we prepare to finish this term, and obviously look forward to a great semester, next semester, without the disruption that we've had this time. That of course is going to be dependent on, whether there's a spread or second wave, but if we all, stay disciplined, follow the guidelines, it looks like, we're well on the road to recovery. Can I just say that for parents, not just when you're going to the shops, and I know sometimes you line up, you have to stand on crosses and sometimes have to wait at Bunnings before you go down aisles and all that sort of thing. At school, some people are experiencing the same thing. You can no longer just walk in. If you need to go and see a teacher, you have to get someone to organise it. And there are a whole lot of processes just in our general life. The way in which all of you have approached that has been not just impressive but heartwarming, to be honest. I think there's a lot of times that tensions can build and people can get frustrated, but by and large, in fact, I've had no raised voices. Yes, some people have been a bit upset, but been very respectful in how they've raised their issues or concerns or differences of opinion that we have. And I think that's really important, that we can actually have a difference of opinion and sometimes not resolve that, but continue to interact respectfully and not just disengage. So again, I really appreciate what you've done, but I think the way in which I've noticed our parents and our families interacting at the school and with each other, it gives me a lot of confidence in how we can work with you and the students in terms of a brighter future for all students and families in our Tallawong State School community. So thank you, and look, hopefully soon we can invite more parents in to have a look at some of the improvements around the school. But if you have a talk to your kids, they might tell you over the next few weeks, you'll probably notice as restrictions are being lifted outside that there are things happening in the school which are giving students access to more things as well. So I have a talk to them, and I hope they're really enjoying school, and I look forward to talking to you again. Remember, we only do one update each week now, and it'll be on Tuesday night. So I'll talk to you again next week. Thank you. Bye everyone.
Bye.